And with that, let's now shift focus over to the Hawaii wildfires. Maui wildfires have now destroyed homes and lives alike. The death toll from the wildfire that destroyed most of the historic town has in fact surpassed 100. Authorities begun releasing the names of the dead, and Governor Josh Green warned that the nation's deadliest wildfires more than a century is expected to continue climbing further. Green said housing the displaced continues to be a primary focus of relief efforts and added that thousands of people will need housing for at least 36 weeks. President Joe Biden will head to Maui soon to meet the survivors and officials there as well. And a lawsuit has been filed on behalf of the 5 Lahaina residents. It alleges the local power company played a substantial role in these wildfires. However, as the rescue efforts continue, the Maui survivors are beginning to return to their home bases to only find ash and destruction strewn behind. Residents have lost their homes but are finding refuge with shelters provided by community efforts. However, the harrowing stories of these survivors of Maui wildfires still linger on. Here are some reports.
You know, and I consider myself a strong leader, but it broke me. It still breaks me. This is what keeps me going, helping people. A lot of us are at that stage. First necessity we have, of course, was water. Our water system was shut down at the time, so we gathered up bunches of water, juices, sodas. We have fresh fruit from all over the island here, papayas, bananas, fresh breadfruit. This is a big staple for us Hawaiians. We have our locally made. This is kahiki nui beef from our ranches, our wild cow that we have roaming our islands.
Locals were having such a hard time even getting in. There were roadblocks set up outside of Lahaina, preventing people from coming in and out of Lahaina, or coming into Lahaina perhaps. So there were much needed goods that we were basically deprived of. So people had to break the rules for us to get to this point right now. And I asked people, what would we really have right now if we didn't break those rules? People would be starving. People would be thirsty, starving, would not have clothes on their back. You know, so this is the type of things that our community does best, is we stick together.
Let me address that devastating wildfires, some of which are still burning in Hawaii. They've claimed the lives of 99 people so far, and they haven't cleaned things up yet. The deadliest wildfire in more than 100 years. A whole city destroyed. Generations of native Hawaiian history turned into ruin. And think about this. All that area they got to plow up, they can't do it now because they don't know how many bodies are there. They don't know what's left. Imagine being a mom or dad, wondering where your child is. Imagine being a husband or wife, a mother or father. It's really tough stuff. Almost 500 federal personnel have been deployed to Maui to help communities and survivors get back on their feet. FEMA, search and rescue teams are sifting through the ashes in that 5-mile area that you've seen on television that's been burned. It's painstaking work. It takes time, and it's nerve-wracking. Most of the debris can't be removed until it's done. My wife Jill and I are going to travel to Hawaii as soon as we can. That's what I've been talking to the governor about. I don't want to get in the way. I've been to too many disaster areas, but I want to go make sure we got everything they need. I want to be sure we don't disrupt the ongoing recovery efforts.